we're going to talk about our second strike from the mount, which is our low mounted punches. Now, low mounted punches are a little bit different than our high mounted punches, and so what differentiates it? Why would I do this? Why would I do a different style of punch other than the one we just did? Well, let's take a look at some things that can change in the mount. So I'm going to put Andrew in the mount real quick. Now, a lot of times, as we're learning, again, we're just learning our how to ground and pound. We're not learning anchoring or anything else. But sometimes his head isn't at what we call a flat surface, meaning that his head isn't down, it's up, or he's tucking, or he's trying to hide his head. Now, we have elbows for this problem as well, but I believe in versatility. If you are going to be in a mounted position, you should be able to throw elbows or punches no matter where your opponent is. To me, if you give a fighter or a martial artist as many tools as they can possibly use, right? If you give me elbows, if you give me punches, if you give me whatever that I can pull in at the right time, it maximizes our chances for success. So we're going to talk about if Andrew's head is up. Now, sometimes just like this is fine. But if you see here, I can't really get straight punches on Andrew's head. I mean, I can hit them, but again, we're talking about that target we didn't want to hit, which is the top of this. So when we remember, we're lining up these two knuckles. We don't want to hit with these two little guys. We want to hit with these two guys. Our wrist is straight, etc., etc. But in this case, if I hit here, it's the top of the head. And that's not really conducive to a happy fist. We want our fists nice and happy. So what we're going to do is we're going to reverse it. In this position, we're going to reverse it by pulling our elbows down, almost karate style, almost like we're bringing it into a horse stance. And then from here, guys, we're chambering our hand behind. And from here, we're once again going to be looking to punch as we turn over onto orbitals being a primary. Chin is fine, nose is fine. But here's what's cool, as I'm doing these style of punches, and let's take a look at that. I'm bringing both in here. I'm hitting 1, 2. You'll notice if the force brings him back, you can then transition into higher punches as your target changes. So let's take a look at what are the body mechanics of that. Well, obviously we're still straight wrist, but when we're doing this body mechanics, this is a much more turning. Because the strikes are coming out here, we're turning out a lot more. If you guys can see how I'm turning this upper body, I'm pulling and pushing. And this, again, if you guys want to go straight karate style, is a little homage. I have no problem with that, but you don't really need to. Just keeping it here is fine. But you do need to turn it over as you hit to get that little bit of a corkscrew pop. So you don't want to hit vertically. You don't want this just to be straight here. You want, as it approaches the target, you want to turn over so that little bit of a pop just at the end.